Hi, and welcome to another Tools Coaching podcast with your host, Sylvia Holtslag. If you don't know me yet, I coach people with the tools by Phil Stutz. And apart from that, I'm also on the path, the road to become a heroic performance coach and a heroic workshop instructor. If you think who or what is heroic, sounds awesome, but no idea what you are talking about. Heroic is a institute, a public benefit organization founded by Brian Johnson, and together with the tools, Heroic has changed my life for the better. It's how you become like the real hero of your life in action, moving forward, staying positive, motivated. And actually, that is, of course, also the subject of this podcast is how to retrieve your motivation, or if you are already motivated, how to stay motivated. Because be aware, it's totally normal to feel sometimes defeated, that you think you are on the right path by following your goals, doing your daily stuff to stay energetic, to be present with your family and friends and everything. And suddenly life knocks you down. Something doesn't turn out as you hoped it would turn out, or you feel suddenly depressed why you can't get back on your feet again. There are all kinds of reasons why you could feel defeated and demotivated. And actually, also this podcast is inspired by one of my fellow heroes on the Heroic platform. By the way, if you are interested in this or triggered to check this out, there will be an affiliate link, just to be transparent, below this podcast if you want to check out what Heroic actually is. But anyway, there's a community in it. And one of the community members, one of my fellow heroes, said, well, I just noticed how fragile I am and how struck I feel, and I'm on the edge of giving up. And I read that as well, giving up on following my purpose in life, giving up on doing what's important to me. And that triggered me to make this podcast, because I often hear these kinds of things, also still from my clients, which who I work with. And one of the first things I responded is, I feel you. You know, we have all been there. We are all sometimes there, even when you think other people don't have it, who look like super energized and inspired and enthusiastic and happy and everything. Everybody goes through shit sooner or later. So be aware, you are not alone. And it feels like you're on the bottom of the well and you can't get out of anymore. But no, you can. Yes, you can. No, it doesn't matter where you are at and how deep it is. There's always hope. And this is what I want to inspire you with in this podcast. How do you get back your sense of hope and get in forward motion again? So the tools from Phil Stutz and Barry Michaels have helped me, together with Heroic, tremendously to change my whole mindset about this. And also, even when the shit hits the fan, it's I can very quickly get refine my motivation, refine my energy, and keep moving forward. But this wasn't always like this. It's something you have to train. It's training your feeling inspired and staying motivated. It is not something that comes and stays by itself. You have to develop this, and keep this in your daily habits. It's something like everybody understands. Also, I always give this example, so forgive me if you heard this before. But if you go to the gym, yeah, and you build your muscles, and at a certain point, it's like, yes, I love this. I feel fit. I feel stronger. I feel that I'm happy in my body and everything. And you have to maintain that. It doesn't stay by itself. Everybody understands that you have to keep going to the gym to maintain those results or get stronger if you want that. It's the same with this. Motivation is like goes up and down. It's like I like the floods. I want to say, but how do you call it with the sea? Words. As you can hear, English is not my natural language. And sometimes, I'm in the heat of the moment of explaining something and I just lose track of what words I want to use. But you get it. Sometimes the water is shallow, sometimes the water is high. It's the same with motivation. And again, that's normal. So knowing that, it's the big challenge of life. It's not supposed to be easy. We wish it would. I wish I was exonerated and everything would go my way and I would be happy ever after and walk until the sunset with my partner and blah, blah, blah. Sorry, this is not a fairy tale. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is your life. And it comes with the whole package, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's how we deal with it to be able to handle it, to keep moving forward. So you have to take a decision that giving up is not an option. You may feel defeated for a while, and actually I heard also from my hero Brian Johnson, the founder of Heroic, such a nice thing. So how long can you feel defeated? I don't recall which author, because it's all the knowledge is based on a lot of books and experiences, but one of the authors said you can feel defeated for 1/10 of a second. Done, right? And that's very quickly. Most people stay sad for days, maybe weeks, and they let it influence their whole life. So when something happens that defeats them, they stay down, they stop trying. And I want to motivate you, inspire you, get up. We need you. You are not here just for yourself, but also for everyone near you, but also here in the world. So we need each and every one of us to keep going, to keep moving forward, to be the radiant person that is already shining within you, but that we have buried under all kinds of beliefs, convictions, things that we think about ourselves, learned about ourselves, other people told us. We started to really integrate that in our lives, and instead of shining the radiant light that we all are on the inside, the pure being. If you look at yourself at an old childhood picture in the moment that you were happy, and you check in and you see that little happy boy or girl, and you remember who you truly are without all the bullshit that you started to believe later on in your life, or maybe even sooner. But to let that go. There is gold in each and every one of us, and also inside of you. So giving up is not an option. Yes, we have to get back on our feet, and now we have to check the next step. What is working and what needs work? Why do I feel like this? What happened? Shine a flashlight on it, like Brian also always says, and not beat yourself up with a hammer and I'm a failure and a fuck up and blah, 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 blah. Now just look at it. What happened? Zoom out and get some perspective. Okay, interesting. Was that a good decision of mine? Probably not. How can I learn from that? Because we have two options. You win or you learn. And if you look at learning as a necessary stepping stone on your life path, because we don't learn without falling. Remember, you used to learn also how to walk. Did you give up then? Probably not. I assume you didn't. No kid does. So bring that perseverance also to this. Learn from it. Okay, if I place my foot down in a certain way, I will fall. So next time I place it in a different way. Don't make it too difficult. Just look at it from perspective. Oh, interesting. Thank you. God or universe that I could learn from this, and now I'm choosing to do it differently. And be aware, I also made many, 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 many mistakes in my life, even daily mistakes. And still, if you get some perspective, you get the calmness to check it out, to have a moment of journaling or a moment of meditation and overthinking, not processing what has happened instead of letting your part X, or my part X, the demon in our head, go riot on it and what a loser you are. You get perspective and you learn from it, and you can choose to do it differently next time. And thank you for this opportunity to give me this valuable lesson, dear Father. Now I can move forward again. So, what needs work after you have done your learning? What really is important that I see also with my clients that I coach is, as soon as things go wrong and they feel like shit and everything, they let go of everything that they used to work on. So that's not only the bigger goals and targets, the dots on the horizon, the intentions, or how you want to call it, but also when it comes to their lifestyle. And they zoom out by watching another series of Netflix, by eating chips on the couch, by drinking too much, or using drugs, or scrolling numbly on social media. And hey, guilty, right? I also have done this, but now I'm on this path with falling and rising on taking good care of myself. And if you want to feel confident, if you want to keep moving forward, no matter effing what, you have to take care of yourself. If you remember the pyramid from Stutz's documentary, Phil Stutz's documentary with Jonah Hill, this is the pyramid of the life force. If you want to feel that something is supporting you, helping you to move forward, you have to take care of your physical body. It's the most challenging thing because we can read all the books in the world, but it's worth nothing if you don't apply anything of the wisdom in those books in your daily life. And what you always will, if it's a good book about personal development, there will always be something in it about your personal foundation in lifestyle. So that means what you eat, what you drink, how much you sleep, how much you move, how much time you take to reflect, like meditation or journaling or something like that, but also breathing, moving forward with hope, and prospering. So a combination of that is your foundation. If you want to see how tall a building is going to be, check its foundation. So do you want to be the kind of building, if you see your physical body, I do this once in a time and then I don't do it, if it comes to your healthy habits, that gets like blow over, yeah, or do you want to stand strong? Because I know no matter what happens, I will always have my personal protocol of self-care. And is it going perfectly? Probably never, but we are working on it. We are working on moving forward to look at, with this flashlight again, what is working, what needs work. If it needs work and I'm making that same mistake, which I used to do also for me when it comes to alcohol, time and time again, and I find it very difficult to have moderation in that. So being super, super careful with that, not drinking at all at this moment, because for me, the bigger goal is to be a radiant exemplar for my family, for my friends, for my clients, for the world. And we can only change that one by one. So, what is the thing for you? How can you be also that radiant exemplar, which you probably already are, if we chip away the small things that are diminishing your energy when it comes to your lifestyle and who you are in your daily life. So it's, becoming the hero of your own life. That's actually what I'm honored to guide people with. can only be not by what I'm saying, but who I am being. So you need that foundation. And in our heads, part X in the difficult moments goes nuts on us, right? Like, you had a bad day or bad week or whatever happened. You deserve to do this and this and this. They are not healthy, but you deserve it. But you don't be so tough on yourself. Just have it. And later on, that smooth, seductive voice that took you in on taking all this stuff is now judging you like, you loser. You said you would start your healthy lifestyle today, and again, it's Friday, nothing happened, weekend is here, and we start again. I start Monday. Monday is the day that I'm going all in nuts. Oh yeah, but Monday, I feel like shit because I ate bad the whole weekend. I slept too little. I didn't work out, so my energy is down, and I feel that I need some sugar to get me up again and go up and running. And then it's again, and so the weeks, so the days, the weeks, the months, the years are passing by. When you finally wake up, when you are 80 plus, and pull your teeth out of a glass of water, and you realize that you have wasted your life. Well, not on my watch. If you are following me, and if you would like to connect with me, it's something. It's, this life is precious. You are precious, and you matter. No matter what your part X is telling you, and you have to believe that. And how do you do that? Well, there it comes finally, Sylvia. You need to use tools. It can be the tools by Phil Stutz and Barry Michaels, but also in the Heroic program, we use different tools. So apart from that foundation, and that foundation you keep intact by using tools, by not letting you be smoothed over by your part X all the time, and consequentially letting yourself be judged. But there are tools to help you to keep going. So the first thing also, you have to decide, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be in my energy? And just to give you an example, I'm next month I will be in Austin following a heroic workshop, and there is a Spartan race after that. Yeah, it can't be that I'm showing up half-heartedly at the starting line, and a week later, by the way, also in Zandvoort in the Netherlands for the 10K. So I want to be fit for that. I want to challenge myself, and it means that I have to adjust my daily habits towards that goal, because you have to divide the person you want to be in your energy. And for me, that's Spartan Spartan Sylvia. I have to divide that up. That means running several times per week. That means training several times per week. Like every other day, I do or running, or I do CrossFit, and one day I have a rest day. It means for me that my nutrition has to be good, so to have the energy to keep doing this. It means I have to go to bed in time, so I get enough sleep so my body can recover. I need my time to retrieve myself. All these smaller things add up to showing up as the Spartan Sylvia I want to be at the starting line. And I'm sure I won't be the best. That's just true, because I'm not on that level yet. But it's not about the level of other people. It's about your own level. It's going out of your comfort zone, and we need tools for that, because for me, it's easier to stay lazy and not doing the hard stuff. I would also rather be on the couch and watching Netflix. Well, actually, I don't anymore, but there used to be a time that I did, and doing nothing. But I know how I feel when I do that. Not only I get seduced first by my part X, but also I feel like shit after. I feel that I don't have the energy to be the person I want to be. So that's a decision you have to make. And also using the tool, the reversal of desire. And that's the first tool I learned from the book, The Tools, and it changed my whole life. I was never someone who finished stuff, but since I learned that tool, I had the balls to quit my job, to start my own coaching practice, to finish writing 2 books, and I had dozens of unfinished projects on the shelf, but also to keep in movement in the simple things like in a workout, to keep going, because in my head it's like, oh, please stop, this is too hard, you can't do this, bap, 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 bap. Bring it on. I love pain. Pain sets me free. Those 3 sentences, and like really let it come in, because I learned to embrace the pain, because I know it fuels me. I use it like an energy bar to keep going, to get closer to the person I want to be, knowing that I will never become her, because every time you move closer, the finish line moves up a few kilometers. So it doesn't matter, but I'm in the process. There is no like success in the form of result, but putting yourself in the process is the success. And that for that you need the tools, but also not only do it from that masculine energy, like, hey, I love pain, pain sets me free, but also in the feminine energy, and that's, I do it because I learned to love myself too much not to do it. It's if you want more self-confidence, do the hard stuff, but do it from a place of love. And that's also connecting to something higher than yourself. There is something bigger that wants to support us, but we have to keep ourselves in the laws of the field. The field is like the feminine force that flows through everything. You are in the field if you want it or not. It's only if you connect to the flow of the field that it can help you. If we are only in the material world, like, what can I get out of it? How can I well, get something on what I eat or I drink or whatever, or what can I buy, or what can I consume, scroll on, or how can I get much more money? Then you are focused only on results. And one of the laws of the field is being non-attached. So letting go of the focus on results, but simultaneously being all in. So being committed to work towards your goals. And you can only do that if you do it from a place of love. Like, okay, I don't know if I will ever reach this goal. I can't guarantee I'll come to the finish line, start line. I'll show up at the start line at the Spartan, but I will do everything in my power to do so. So I'm committed, I'm all in, and at the same time, I'm unattached to that goal. I'm just doing the work, keep moving forward. So combining the tools, like, okay, bring it on. I love pain. Pain sets me free, but it's from a place of sorry, I'm talking too quick. From a place of love. I love myself too much not to do it, because I'm not the person that wants to waste her life. What about you? So, I hope this motivates you to rise again. It doesn't matter how many times you fall, as long as you rise just once more than you have fallen. And again, it's absolutely normal to fall. I do it all the time. But at a certain point, you come in this perspective that you realize that falling is part of the deal, and that you decide how long you stay down. Go. I wish you a wonderful day. More information or evening, more information on heroic I will put in the captions or whatever. The information on the podcast. If you would like to speak to me about the tools, heroic, whatever, connect with me at Sylvia at sylviaholtslag.nl. Other questions? Well, let me know. I'm here. And I see it as my personal mission to help more and more people, as many as I can, with the tools and with heroic. So welcome, and see you next time. Bye.